Coach Dan Day joins us here this beautiful Wednesday morning in Rensselaer. Coach Day, fresh off a 30-10 victory over Edinboro University. Coach, game any different for you as now a head coach and from a coordinator?
You know, as you look at it, I really honestly I don't think so. You know, I think the biggest thing that I could say is having a group of coordinators offensively, Coach Murphy, defensively, Coach Potier, and special teams-wise, Coach Smith, as well as all of our assistants, you know, having guys that you trust in every situation, it made that so much easier. You know, let those guys do their job, and that way I could just focus on my new role as far as game management, substitution type situations, clock management, those things. So really it was the same type of preparation, just a slightly different process with making decisions.
Jesse Porch has a monster week. He's named D2 Football's National Defensive Player of the Week. He's also been named Great Lakes Valley Conference Defensive Player of the Week, and he's up for Hero Sports Stud of the Week as voting continues through Friday. He's been off the field for quite a bit. Talk about his maturation process and how he looks so comfortable out there with 3 interceptions.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you honestly, he's progressed as a football player, sure. You know, but the biggest thing we told Jesse going back to last spring was how he's going to become a good football player is to become more of a mature young man. And that's really what he's done over the last 7 months, is his maturity off the field, which has really helped him become that player he is. The way he studies film, the way he attacks the practice field, the way he coaches up young guys. I mean, everything he has done has helped him be a more mature person, which he already has the athletic ability. So you put those two together, that's when you can have some special situations just as he had this week.
As you started a new tradition here this week with Schmitty's Pizza, can you talk a little bit about the players that you guys named as Schmitty's Players of the Game?
Yes, so we have 3 players that'll be every week. Clearly, defensively, Jesse Porch was our Schmitty's Defensive Player of the Week. Just a phenomenal game in everything he did, with turnovers, with interceptions, with a touchdown, as well as 9 tackles. You know, so he played incredibly well. Preparation was great, for Jesse. So everything he did was phenomenal for us. Offensively, Wade Bertrand, our quarterback, the way he came out and took control of the game, situations where we needed him to just go make a play and be a leader, and everything he did helped put that offense in position to be successful and put enough points on the board to win, which is our goal. We don't care how it gets done. We just want to put the points up there and make sure we get it done. So Wade did a great job there, and special teams wise, one of the best performances I've seen in what I think is the best kicker I've ever been around in Gavin Voss. He had an unbelievable focus going into that week, which led to 3 for 3 on field goals, with a pretty long one, to start the game scoring wise. Perfect on extra points, and some of those were with some pretty good pressure in his face, as well as 4 touchbacks, which makes everything so much easier for us special teams wise with our kickoff unit if he's just booting those through the end zone. So Gavin, hats off to him. That Jesse's getting a ton of press and media for what he's done, but realistically, the way Gavin affected that football game, I think this week Gavin was that much more important for us, even more important than Jesse.
You make another long road trip this week, heading to Alderson Broaddus. They're fresh off a victory over an Athletic Central State team.
Yep.
What are you looking to improve upon from Edinboro in Alderson Broaddus?
Defensively, we have to continue to bring that confusion and chaos. That's a big thing and a point of emphasis for us this week with our defense, is making sure that pressure, we got to keep applying that pressure, but also be sound on the back end and not give up big plays. They're a team that they're a little bit more athletic than what we saw last week across the board. So their offense has a little bit higher big play potential. So our guys have to be ready. That our mentality isn't going to change. We're still going to be aggressive. We're still going to blitz. We're still going to do all the things that make us who we are. But we have to be sound. We have to be disciplined. We have to make sure we're taking care of our business, defensively. Offensively, it's a similar situation where that defense, their D-line is by far the strength of their defense. And that's one area I would say if I had to pick one, we didn't play great up front last week. So our biggest improvement has to come and that offensive line doing a great job of handling their athletic defensive line, handling their box, and letting our receivers still go out and make some big plays offensively.
What coach would you like to highlight this week?
Without a doubt, coming off of week 1, obviously my first game as a head coach, but his first true game as a coordinator was Coach Potier. Nubis Potier did a phenomenal job of getting those guys ready to play. In defense, you got to play with a different mentality. Those guys have to be a little bit crazy at times, and he does a great job of getting those guys excited, getting those guys ready to take the field, and probably, honestly, most importantly, he doesn't let them worry about mistakes. Go out and play, and no matter what situation they're in, just go out and do your job, and everything will take care of itself. So I think Coach Potier did a phenomenal job for us.
Coach, thank you for your time. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.